Hello everybody, Mike Welsch coming to you again from Churchill Downs on a sunny but pretty chilly Sunday morning with the Daily Racing Farm Kentucky Derby Clocker Report, brought to you by Spendthrift Farm, the home of five-time reigning champion sire Inu Mischief, who is the sire of Ashland Stakes winner Leslie's Rose, who will look to give her sire back-to-back Oaks winners following Pretty Mischievous' victory in the race a year ago. Well, a quiet morning on the Derby and Oaks front after all that activity yesterday. Most of the horses, especially for the Derby that are on the grounds, got into work yesterday, and same with a lot of Oaks horses as well. And if you wanted to see what pertinent Derby and Oaks activity did take place today, you really had to get here early, and you had to bring your long johns because it was really cold early this morning. Temperature in the mid-40s. It seemed like it got a little cooler as the morning progressed. And like I said, there were two official works today, one for the Derby, one for the Oaks, both from the barn of trainer Steve Asmussen. The first to go was his Oaks filly, Pretty Woman, who went right after the track opened at 5:15 this morning and went pretty well. 5 furlongs in 59-4, did it in company, finished up pretty well, was asked to do so with jockey Tyler Gaffleone aboard, and then continued out 6 furlongs in 13-1 before pulling up 7/8 in 1:27. They actually, the team wound up with a target in front of them, a Brad Cox worker who kind of gave them room to come through inside the racetrack courtesy. When one team is coming up on another, sometimes a little bit slower worker will let the other team through, although all three sort of finished well and finished in tandem before going out into the turn. So that was Our Pretty Woman. And right after that, in the next set, little after 5:30, came Steve Asmussen's Derby contender Track Phantom, again with Tyler Gaffleone aboard, worked in company with stablemate Carbone. He won 5 furlongs in a minute and 3/5, really finished well under some urging to do so, and was asked to continue out a full 3/4. Serious work today, 13-3. He edged about a length clear of his workmate going into the turn after 6 furlongs, and then continued on 7/8, well clear in 1:27-1. Other than that, we had our Derby Oaks session, but it was a fairly quiet one. Only a handful of horses even out on the track at the time. For the Derby, we saw Anna Marie, my first chance to get a good glimpse of him today. Also, Derby Resilience, again, looked good again today. Had a good day yesterday from what I saw, and a good day today. And Encino, for trainer Brad Cox, was out galloping, was strong out on the track today. Still no decision, as far as I've heard, on his Derby status. He's eligible to run in the Derby if his connections desire to do so. And again, the draw for the race now, we'll know all about that. It's a week from today, earlier than usual this year, a week from today, right here on opening day at Churchill Downs. From the filly standpoint, 2 fillies for the Oaks were on the track. Just FYI, who was a real handful here for her rider yesterday, had a different rider on this morning and a little different story. It was a lot more under control today. Was on her left lead galloping down the stretch, but other than that, seemed to get around there quite well, and we'll look forward to see her final work. She worked actually in company with Resilience a few days before I got here. Whether they're going to go together in their final preps will remain to be seen. But Resilience and Just FYI both out there today for trainer Bill Mott. And also, Where's My Ring, the winner of the Gazelle, a very impressive winner of the Gazelle, who will run in the Oaks. I think she's actually second on the points list now for the Oaks. She actually did not get an official work, but she broke off here at the wire. 2-minute licked it around for about 5/8 of a mile, started picking up her pace around the turn, and then blew out down the lane a 1/4 mile in 23 and change, eased up 3/8 and 37-1 into the turn. She looked good. She's going to have a lot more serious and an official work here, from what I'm told, on Friday. So that's the news here today on the Derby Oaks front. Otherwise, it was a pretty busy morning for the general population because of the weather last week. A busy day yesterday, a busy day today. A lot of big names. The turf course was open today. Got to see, I think, 10 turf works today. A lot of those horses will be running on in stakes races, Oaks and Derby Day. And don't forget, we're going to have the special Daily Racing Form workout report for both those cards, not only the Oaks and the Derby, but workers that are working here, Keeneland, and around the country on Oaks and Derby Day. So don't forget to pick up your Oaks Derby workout reports. But that's it for today. Going to get quiet here the next few days. and then things will pick up as more and more of the horses arrive here, and then everybody gets in their final works here next weekend. So keep it right here at DRF.com for the best coverage of the Kentucky Derby 2024.